There was a customer I worked on at Dell and EMC where, they were having a huge issue with roads being not salted properly in the winter, and they couldn't figure out what was going on. And they would have complaints that roads were deteriorating faster than they should, or when there was ice or snow, the roads weren't salted and they weren't, safe to drive on. And they're looking at the logs and said, yeah, we ran the salt trucks, we did everything we're supposed to do. We have a crew, we bought all the salt, we did all the stuff, like, what's happening? And so we put some mobility, some connectivity, some edge compute, some IoT sensors, very inexpensive, on these trucks, and measured where they drove. So GPS data, measured, how long they were out, measured the salinity of the salt mix that was coming out of the truck itself.
Wow.
The amount of salt that was in the truck, from a weight perspective. And what they found is that, the trucks, people make bad decisions, right? And it's cold, it's early, middle of the night, they don't want to do it. So they're laying heavy on the salt drops. And so they oversalt the road and they get done quicker and they go home. But all of a sudden that road 6 months later is a mess, right? Because the salt wreaks havoc on the asphalt and the road, and you're repaving it and fixing it much faster than you planned, right? And you're probably not salting the rest of the road like you were supposed to, and so therefore you have a dangerous spot, right? Or the more poor decision-making individuals would go dump it into a ditch and not salt at all, and then go home, right? And when they came back, the truck was empty. And so as far as, everybody's concerned, it was done, right? So by connecting the sensor data and, the GPS data and all that, you're able to build this story that's like, all right, that makes total sense what just happened.